Trading Forex.
I'm in
Send
a
a me
couple things,
You in a
David.
couple? Okay. What are you in, Corlis?
New Zealand, USA,
Okay.
and Audi, USA.
Oz.
Aussie, yeah.
All right. All right. Let's take a look. On the 60 minute or on the
Yeah,
240? On the
yeah,
60?
60.
Okay. There's a great trade going with the CAD peers too. Um, let's see here. Let's take a quick look. So New Zealand dollar. Okay, good job, Collis. All right. All right. Excuse me. Where was your entry? Was your entry at the buy signal?
Not at the buy signal. Actually, I got in and then I jumped out and then I got back in.
Okay.
So
All
it
right.
wasn't at the buy signal. It was,
So here is the buy signal right here. On a break of this resistance here on the 60, your buy signal was right here,
yeah, I didn't get in at the buy signal. A little after the buy
a little
signal.
after. Okay. All right. But on the same candle here.
Yeah, it was on the same candle.
Okay. All right. So you're doing good, right? So it's up here, and you have a buy signal on the 242. So you got a buy signal. That's really good. Buy signal on the 240, buy signal on the 60 minute. Very good. Very good. And currently, it's the top moving pair right now, right? New Zealand dollar. This will change. That's not a big deal. That will change. But good buy signal here on the break of resistance right here. And you've got confirmation on the 240. So that's good. Hold on to it, Carlos. All right. So
Okay.
do not close it. Right. Do not close it. Build those good habits, right? All right. So when will you have to pay close attention to it?
You said when?
Yes. When will you need
Well,
to pay close attention to it?
well, there's no resistance line. I need to wait because it's not showing any new resistance line yet.
Okay, very good. So no support and resistance line. So there's no consolidation, right? So
Right.
they're still pushing it higher. All right. So no consolidation, right? So no support and resistance. And what else? What else? What else can you to keep you from closing closing the trade and getting back in, right? What else can we look for to make sure we stay with it?
Huh. I don't know.
All right. So white candles, right? So as long as you
Oh,
have yeah, so as long
yeah.
as you have green candles, you're fine. Kind of like here, right? Green candles, you're fine. If you get a white candle, right, you can pay closer attention to it, right? Obviously, if you get support and resistance, you can then pay closer attention to it, right? If you get purple support and resistance, then you can pay, right, real close attention to it, all right? And then if you get a red candle, right, that's when you take action. Or a sell signal by the system, this white arrow here. Okay. Until then, just let it do its thing, right? All
So
right.
when you get a white candle though, are you supposed to wait until that candle closes before making a decision or what?
Yeah, I would wait. Unless things are really moving away from the trade. So let's say there's a sector rotation or a group rotation, which that's not happening. Um, then yeah, there are extreme situations where if everything is moving away from your trade, right? All the other pairs are moving, and we getting sell signals in other pairs, and you get a white candle. You might not want to wait for a red candle, right? But that's not happening right now. So I would wait on if you get a white candle, wait on that close because you could get a green candle as a follow-up candle to continue um, the like kind of like here, right? The markup phase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but with this one here, and what we want to do too, just build those habits, right? So that we're not getting in and getting out of the trades. Okay. So just this is a good one here for you to just hold. All right. Just hold tight. Control those emotions. All right. Don't look at your P&L. Just watch, pay attention to the chart itself. Okay. Yeah. Don't look at your P&L because your P&L will go up and down, up and down, up and down. As the candles go move up and down, so will your P&L. And that will scare you out of the trade. All right. So just hold it. This is a great trade. Great trade, right? Broke resistance here, moving up nicely, right? It's breaking resistance here on the 240 buy signal here, right? You might get a really nice trade out of this. All right. So good job. Good job. And the next one was Aussie dollar. So let's see here. Aussie dollar. Arthur, you here? Arthur, you see what she did on last night. We talked about time frames. You see what Corlis did, right? Her buy signal came in on this time frame, right? On the 60-minute time frame. So this is her entry here. Now she didn't get right here at the buy signal, but she still got in on this candle. But this is her entry on the 60-minute, the 1 hour time frame. So when we talk about time frames, that's her trading window. All right. So her exit, right? Her exit, she will have to wait for her exit sell signal on the 60-minute time frame. All right. Now we have the 240 time frame here just for confirmation that the price is moving higher. We have a buy signal here, but all of her trading will be done on this window here, this time frame, 60-minute time frame, this window. Okay. All right. Let's see. Aussie dollar, Aussie dollar. All right. Very similar. Good job. Now, Carlis, was this one at the buy signal or was it similar to New Zealand dollar?
Similar to New Zealand dollar, I did not get in on the buy signal, but because I didn't know, but
Okay.
when I was looking for something to trade, they both looked the same. So I got in a little after the buy signal on both of them.
Okay. Good job. Good job. Did you look at the 240 at all, or did you make your decision based on the 60-minute?
I actually made it based on the 60-minute because there wasn't a buy signal on the 240 just yet
Okay. Okay.
when I put in
Okay.
the trade. And then I think an hour maybe or two later, then I saw a buy signal on the 240.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Good. All right. So that's further confirmation. So when we have buy signals on the 240, that's further confirmation. You also have further confirmation here. All right. So if you look here, Aussie, Aussie dollar, it's up right here on the
Hey
240.
Mike, just a quick clarification. So you're saying like in 60-minute and in 240, so we have to watch both and then get into the 60-minute chart, right?
Yeah, Collis is trading on the 60-minute range. So that I would recommend that. Okay. Now she went ahead a bit. All right. But if if the idea is once you really get good at this, right? You can do that, right? You still want to be careful. We want confirmation from the 240. Okay, so we need the 240 to have a buy signal, and the 60 to give us a buy signal also. Okay, that's just further confirmation. If the 240 is consolidating like this, and then we get a buy signal, and the 240 doesn't have a buy signal, that's a bit risky. All right. But she did good because the 240 gave a buy signal. I would be more critical of this trade, Corlis's trade, if we didn't have a buy signal. Okay, so if we didn't have a buy signal here on the 240, all right. So if we looked at this, didn't have a buy signal on the 240, had a buy signal here, I would be more critical. Okay.
Just a side question, like why this is 240, like 4 hour? This is I've never heard of 240. So is there something specific with you, or like there is a weekly, monthly? Never heard of like 4 hourly chart.
Yeah, the forward time frame is very popular, right? So some traders call it the H4, right? But yeah, it's very popular. It's very popular in Forex. So a lot of traders watch the 240. All right. The time frames that are popular in Forex are the 240, right? The 240, the hour. So the 1 hour, 240, 15 minutes can be popular. All right. Not a lot of traders trade the daily time frame. That's more popular with equity traders. But the 4 hour time frame is a very popular, yeah, very popular time frame. If you go online and you do a Google search for 4 hour trading, you'll find a lot of work on the 4 hour that's out there. Okay. Does that help, Ranjit?
Oh, okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
So like on about like 60 daily and 240. So you're saying like follow the daily, but wait for the confirmation in 240, then only enter into the trade.
If we trade in what? If we trade in Forex
In
or
60.
equities?
Oh, is that different for equity?
Yeah. What we do for equities, we trade the daily time frame. All right. So if we look here, so for Forex here is Monster Scalper. All right, here. So Monster Scalper, we trade a 4 hour time frame. Okay. If we put the dates here, so here, this is a 4 hour time frame. And what's nice about the 4 hour time frame, Ranjit, is that we can stay in that trade. All right, especially most of our traders, not everyone trade full time, right? So a lot of our traders have jobs, right? So with the 4 hour time frame, you do not, every candle is 4 hours worth of data. All right. So if you catch a nice run, a trend in the forward chart, you could stay in that trade for about a month. All right. So rather than getting in and out intraday, right? Having several trades intraday, you could have one trade, if it lasts, right? It might last a week, 2 weeks. But on average, if you catch a good trend, it could last a month. Okay. On the daily time frame, it could last several months on the daily time frame. Okay. On the hourly time frame, so where Corlis is trading on the hourly time frame, Corlis, how long have you been in this trade?
Just since today, actually.
Today.
Yeah.
So Ranjit, if she's lucky, she might get 2 days out of it, 2 or 3 days if she catches a nice trend. So the time frames um, will is based on basically how long the trend will last. Okay, so like here's a hourly time frame, 60-minute time frame. The entry was on 11:23, and then it closed here on 11:25. Okay, now on the same trade on the 240, all right, this move here started on 11:10 and ended here on 11:18. Okay, so just know that the longer the time frame, the longer the trade will stay. If it catches a trend. Okay. All right. Um, okay. Any questions again on this, Ranjit? Any other questions?
No, this is perfect. So like 4 hour is that 240 and daily is 24 hour, right? So uh so the 24-hour daily chart should give me a longer time frame, like as you were saying, because most of the people are busy. So if I catch a nice upward trend, I can stay for a longer period, right? That's what you're saying.
Yes, yes.
So
But keep
and
yes, but keep in mind that with Forex, right, the daily time frame is not as popular. So,
got it.
we want to trade on the time frames that traders are trading. All right. The traders are watching. Because if we look here, I'll go back to um I will go back to Corlis's trade. All right. So their traders, okay, so the 60 minutes, so write this down. 60 minutes, the hourly time frame, very, very popular for Forex traders. The 240, very popular for Forex traders. So Forex traders are they're watching these levels here, so support and resistance. They're watching these levels. We have a large percentage of traders that are watching the price levels, all right, on the 60-minute time frame for Forex. All right. That's a very popular time frame. This the 60-minute, the 1 hour for Forex. All right. The second most popular time frame is the forward time frame for Forex. All right. So what happens is this, right? Because a lot of traders are watching the 60-minute time frame, right? When they're watching these resistance levels, when the price breaks resistance, because they're watching, a lot of traders are watching these levels, not just the big institutions, but retail traders also, right? The good ones, right? They're watching these levels, so they'll jump in. So if the 60-minute time frame is a popular time frame for traders, right? We need to pay attention to that time frame, right? Another time frame that's popular is the 30-minute time frame. That's a popular time frame, but the 60-minute is more popular than the 30-minute time frame. All right. So yeah, we're not just randomly selecting a time frame, right? We select time frames based on the time frame that's popular with traders. That makes sense?
Yeah, no, definitely. Like we just follow the big shark, right? So if they are following 60 minutes, then we just follow that 60 minutes. So basically just for the forex, just follow 60 minutes and get a confirmation on 240. When you said forward time frame, that's the 240, right?
Yeah. So okay. All right. It might be confusing. All right. I don't want to confuse you guys. Okay. There's several things that are going on here. All right. Every time we reduce the time frames, all right, and the problem is there isn't a lot of there isn't a lot of software out there that has the time frames like this. Okay. So I know this is a bit confusing. Okay. Several things are happening here. All right. So we have their popular time frames. Okay. They're popular time frames, which we call our trading windows. Okay. Our trading windows. Okay. So there's a 60-minute time frame, 60-minute time frame. There's a 240-minute time frame. And then there's a daily time frame. So those are the three most popular time frames. All right. Hey, Gerald, welcome. Those are the three most popular time frames. Now, you can go lower than the 60. You can go 30, 15, 5-minute. All right. Anything below a 30-minute time frame, consider that day trading, right? Your intraday. You're looking to stay in, right? You're going to get in, get out for that day. That's intraday. All right. We don't do a lot of that. All right. Most of what you will see is a swing trading, right? Swing trading. So 60-minute and a 4-hour time frame or a 240-minute time frame. All right. So those are very popular with traders. So because they're popular, right, and traders are watching those time frames, we have to watch those time frames also. All right. So for Forex, 60 minutes, 240, very popular. For we have to watch and trade on those time frames because other traders, a large percentage of traders, are trading on those time frames also. All right. Now, the second element to the time frame is that how much time we have available. All right. So on the 60-minute time frame, every candle is 1 hour, right? 60 minutes worth of data. So your candle will open and close every hour. All right. Every hour that candle will open and close. All right. So you might have to make a decision. Every time that candle opens and closes, you might have to make a decision. So you've got to watch it. On a 30-minute time frame, every candle is going to close on a 15-minute time frame. So every 15-minute time frame, every 15 minutes that goes by, you might have to make a decision. So you're constantly watching it. You have to constantly watch it, right? On a 5-minute time frame, right? So every 5 minutes, that candle will close, and you might have to make a decision every 5 minutes. So now you're literally glued to your screen. All right. So 5-minute time frame, every 5 minutes. Not that it will close, but it might close or open a trade, give you a buy signal every 5 minutes. 30 minutes, 15 minutes time frame every 15 minutes. 30-minute time frame every 30 minutes. 60-minute time frame, all right, every 60 minutes or every hour. A 4-hour time frame every 4 hours. So you can put on a trade, especially with Forex. The reason why Forex is popular on the 4-hour time frame is that you can put on a trade, all right, and you don't have to make a decision, right? Right? For the most part, you do not have to make a decision for the next 4 hours. And if the price hold, you might not have to make a decision for the next 8 hours. That gives us a lot of time, right? Not be in front of the screen. All right. So there's a time element to it. All right. But there's also a popularity element to it. All right. And there's also a trend element to it. The longer the time frame, the longer your trade will stay. The longer the trend, it will hold the trend. Okay, that makes sense. So a 60, okay, so anything below a 30-minute, right, intraday. So you're gonna get in and out for that day, right? Arthur talks about that a lot. Right. All right. For that day, right? A 60-minute time frame, right, Ranger? A 60-minute time frame like Corlis is doing, right? If she catches a trend, she might stay in that trade a day, 2 days, 3 days. If she's lucky, 4 days, right? If she's really lucky, she might stay in a week. All right. A 240-minute time frame, right? I would say definitely a day or so. All right. If you get lucky, 2 weeks, get really lucky, a month. If you get really, really lucky, 6 weeks. Okay. And then a daily time frame, guess what? You don't have to make a decision until once a day. At the end of the day, you will have to make a decision. All right. If you catch a trend on the daily time frame, all right, and the daily time frame is very, very popular with equity traders. The reason why the daily time frame is popular because all the hedge funds, all the institutions, even a lot of retail traders will trade stocks on the daily time frame. The stocks moves a bit slower, so we need to give it more time, all right, for the move to happen. All right. Now, does that help? Does that make sense?
Yeah, this is the best explanation. Thank you so much. Never had this type of mindset or explanation.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. So there's several things that's going on, right? And when I work with traders, new traders, and Carlos knows this, Bill knows this, all right. You know, um, um, we try to figure out what we want to do when we trade. All right, we want to fit trading in your lifestyle, right? Most individuals, most traders want to fit their lifestyle into trading, and it doesn't work really well. So if you're changing your life, right, to trade, that's not good, right? That's not good. All right. And the one thing we can do, right, to have trading be a complement to our lifestyle is by paying attention to the time frames. All right. So if you have a lot of time, right, you're retired, you're at home, then perhaps we can reduce the time frame. But if you've got a job, and most of our traders have jobs, they work, right? Then we want to push off that time frame as far as possible. And the forward time frame works really, really well. All right. And obviously the daily would work well also. Now, another element to this is that when we trade any time frame, it's nice to know what the foundation is doing, right? So what and the reason why I have this here in Monster Forex Tracker is to get an idea of the overall movement trend, right, on the foundation, right? So what we can do is, especially on the 60-minute time frame, we don't have to do that much on the 4-hour time frame, but Collis is trading on the 60-minute time frame. Okay, 60-minute time frame, which is here. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we are trading in the right direction. The 60-minute, the smaller we go in time frames, all right, the more noise we'll receive, right? Noise meaning we'll get a lot of um, movement, a lot of unnecessary movement in the price. Okay. So what we want to do is make sure that we are in the markup phase on the 240. Okay. And preferably, we want to have a buy signal on the 240 before we take the trade on the 60-minute. All right. That makes sense?
No, definitely. This absolutely it makes sense. Thank you so much explaining over. Yeah.
Uh, um, Bill, you've done a little bit of this, right, Bill?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you look here, so um if Corlis didn't have a, so here's the 240, here is the 60. So all right, so here is the 60 here. Here is the buy signal on the 60 right here. This buy signal on the 60, if you look here, that buy signal on the 60 came in at 6743, 6743. All right. And on the 240, it came in right at about a little below but 6.8 or so. Let me get an exact amount. Hold on. So her buy signal came in early on the on the on the 60-minute, and she took it. Now she jumped the gun a bit. Right? She jumped the gun a bit. But this is important to know how these time frames work. All right, so her buy signal on the 60-minute came in at 6748. On the 240, it came in much higher. On the 240, it came in at 6784. All right, so that's about 40 pips or so. Okay, so she got ahead of the trade. Okay. Luckily it's give her a buy signal here. So that's confirmation. Once you have a buy signal on the 240, buy signal on the 30-minute, then you've got real confirmation. Ideally, what Corliss should have done, but that's okay, right? We'll take this because guess what? She has a buy signal. So can't penalize her for getting a buy signal, right? She did get her buy signal here and then her buy signal here. All right. A lot of times, what will happen once you get a buy signal here, it's gone up a bit. All right. So it's all about timing. It's all about timing. Okay. But she did good. This is a great trade. Great trade here. Breaking resistance here. Here is resistance right here. Breaking resistance. All right. It's in the markup phase. And guess what? It's breaking resistance right here too. Here is resistance. She's got a buy signal right here. Here's the green candle right here moving higher here. And both her trades, right? So her Aussie dollar trade and her New Zealand dollar, and those pairs go together. All right. Both her trades are doing well. Okay. So what she has to do now, there's two things she can do. Right. If she wanted to, and a lot of our traders will do this. And once you get really good at this, right, you can time it. I'm sure Bill has done this. Yeah, you can time it with the 60, right? So she's got a really nice entry on the 60. And now she could put it now that she has a buy signal, she could move her trading window from the 60 now to the 240 and just let it run. All right. All right. So she can, now that she can, you can time your entry on the 60. Once you got a buy signal and you safely in the trade, she can now move from the 60-minute to the 240. and then her sell signal will come in on the 240, and now she can forget about trading it on the 60-minute. All right. Once you get good, you can time it. You can time your entry, right? You can, some of our traders, you guys have heard them talk about this. You can time your entry, right, on a smaller time frame. All right. Knowing that your larger time frame, your 240, all right. You guys have heard who has done it? Yeah, we've had traders who do it on the daily time frame for equities. So they'll use the 240 to time the entry. So they'll use the 240 to time the entry on the daily. All right. All right.
So
Any
David,
questions?
yeah, I think I kind of am getting your concept or my thought process here. So start with like 60, that's a smaller time frame. Then go keep an eye on the bigger time frame, 240, right? So you can just have it in a longer run, right? So suppose if we get into the 60 time frame and we don't get a 240 time frame buy signal, so just keep watching 60, and when there is a sell signal, get out, right? If we are
Yes.
not getting the 240, but if you're
Yes.
getting a buy signal in 240, okay, cross out the 60 because it's a lower time frame. Now you are in a bigger time frame and bigger, longer time frame, bigger game. So you keep on watching 240, maybe like 44 hour. So now you jump into the daily, like 24 hour. If you get another 24-hour time frame, okay, so cross out everything and jump into the daily, right? And keep watching the daily one. If there is a sell signal in daily, then get out. Is
Yeah.
that what I'm thinking, right?
Okay. Yes, but not for new traders. Okay, it's advanced, right? So so you want to stay on one window. Okay, you want to stay on. So let's say your trading window, Collis's trading window is the 60-minute, right? She should stay on the 60-minute. All right, trade it on the 60-minute, get out on the 60-minute. All right. But remember, Collis has the system too, right? So she's using the monster scalper system. All right. So if you're using the system and build us a bit of this, then you can see the buy signals. The buy signals will help you. Okay. I wouldn't go for Forex. We don't go as far as the daily time frame. The 60 and the 240 is fine. All right. On the daily time frame, you could go to the 240. Some of our traders will do that with the 240. But I like a cleaner trade. I like just one time frame. I like the I like to get the buy signal on the daily, right? Because sometimes you could get a buy signal on the daily, on the 240, never get a buy signal on the daily, or you could get a buy signal on the 60, never get a buy signal on the 240. Okay, so it really screws you up. Okay, the only reason I'm talking about is because Collis, that's what she did here. All right, but Collis has been with us and she's still trading, figuring things out. Um, but ideally, that's where you want to get to the point where it shows some advanced knowledge when you're actually ahead of the system a bit. Okay, so if you can predict the price, the goal is to do this enough and get good at it, where if you see this candle moving higher here, right, you see it's moving higher here, you see resistance here, you've got a buy signal here on the 60, right, you see price moving higher, you will know after you do this for a while, you know that you're going to get a buy signal as it breaks resistance. You know that you're going to get a buy signal at the break of resistance, right, after we use the systems for a while. And this class is about trend following using the trading systems. All right. I wouldn't try to do this, Ranjit, um, without without some tools, some really good tools. All right, some really good tools. Okay, it's much easier to move from a 60-minute to a 240 when we can clearly see the buy signals, and then we can clearly see our support and resistance levels, right? We can clearly see resistance here, buy signal right here. We can clearly see resistance here, buy signal right here, right? We can clearly see big buyers coming in on this green candle right here, big candle right here, green candle, buyers coming in, buy signal right here. So it's easy for Corlis to scratch this and say, okay, I'm solid in this trade. I think I could get more out of this trade. All right. So I'll leave it here. I'll leave it here. All right. She's got pretty good protection. Okay. All right. So she could move it from here to here, but it's a bit advanced. All right. But let me ask you, Bill. Bill and Corlis. Well, let me ask you, Corlis. You got a bit ahead of this trade. Were you anticipating the 240?
Actually, I don't think I got in ahead because I didn't get in, now that I think about it, until the start of the second candle, because I
The second
missed the
candle.
buy signal.
Okay.
And I caught it just when it was at that next hour, when it was going to the next candle. So I think that's more when I got in, really early of the second candle after the
Okay.
buy signal.
So this candle right here. Let me.
Looking at this on my phone, so.
Oh, okay. So this candle, this is the 60-minute here. So hold on.
Yeah, which one is your
This
60
candle right
minute?
here.
Yeah,
That second candle.
the really early in that second candle is when I got in for
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah. Okay. Bill, have you done any of this? Have you used a smaller time frame to enter, like the 60-minute?
Yeah, I have. I'll keep an eye on a smaller time frame. I will rarely enter the trade without a confirmation, without a buy signal. Um, I still wait. I still wait for the buy signal. The only time I've done it a couple times for a living. I drive, and if I'm looking at something and I know it's going to make a move and it looks like it's going in the right direction, and I don't have time to sit at home and wait for it to move. On a few occasions, I've entered a trade um, with a small amount, and then after I get a buy signal, then I know it's safer to expand my position a little bit. But yeah, I still use the system.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it, right? That's a smart way. So what Collis could have done, now she, in her case, she got it on the second candle here. So she really missed this here. But again, it's on the 60-minute time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you have more time. On the 60-minute time frame, it moves faster, right? So just great job. She did an amazing job. She did a great job. These two trades are great trades. Okay, she did a really good job. Um, what you guys will realize, and I know, um, as you use the system, all right, as you guys use the system, and those are, I know some of you don't have the systems yet, all right, but once you start using, like, Solomon, you'll be getting your system, right? So as you guys get your systems, you use the system initially. And when Collis started with us, Collis said, I'm green. David, I'm green. I'm greener than green. All right. I'll never forget Collis saying that. Right. And listen, hear her now, and she's taking these trades. And what will happen is, when you will know when you're really getting this, when you start to, like Billy said, right? when you start to anticipate the trade and you actually beat the system. All right. It's not by accident when I say that we are going to break all-time highs on the Dow, right? It's not by accident um, when, I've been talking about this Christmas rally, right? I've been through this enough times to know that based on the price action, based on the seasonality, right? What's happening? Same thing here, right? So you guys will get a feel as you do this more and more. You just get a feel, and it's not your opinion; it's your feel based on the price action. All right, based on the price action. So, um, where am I? Okay, here. All right. So, uh, good job, Corlis. Good, give her a good hand. I mean, good job picking these trades here. So she's got 2 trades, and this is not. We are not really trending, right? So in forex, so to be able to find opportunities like this, right? And we don't have a rotation, right? So she's picking individual spots to trade, and that's really good. All right, that's really, really good. So what will happen is when things really start to move again, we only have 30 now, 32 stocks. I mean, 32 pairs over um, 32 pairs over 20 out of 57 pairs. All right. So Forex is, it's still in a bit of a consolidation. And to find these trades, that's really good. That's really good. That's really good. All right. So when things really start to move, guess what? She'll be ready and it will be easy pickings. Easy pickings. All right. Any other questions for me? Good questions, Ranjit. Good questions. Otto, I know we talked about the time frames. Did this help to explain the time frames a bit? Did this help?
Yeah, this was very helpful. Yeah, exactly what I was looking for. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. If um, if you guys want to practice I know a lot of the platforms out there don't have individual they don't have price charts like this. Trading View, you guys might want to try practice with Trading View. You'll have, and you can bring in a 240 time frame, a daily time frame, a 60-minute time frame. Okay. If you go on some of the other platforms, it might say time frame, but it's not the same. It doesn't mean the same. So a good platform to practice on, all right, where you want to be on the individual time frames, your trading window, Trading View is a good one to practice on. Okay. All right. So anyone in equities, stocks, anyone in any stocks, any stocks?
David, I'm still holding that one in Oceaneering, OII.
OII. Okay, let's take a look here, Bill. OII. All right. OII. Look at these stocks here. OII. Oh, Bill. What was your price on this, Bill?
Let me look it up.
This is the one you did options onto, right?
Yeah, I'm still holding 2 contracts on that one. Mid December expiration.
Okay.
So I got a little bounce in it today.
Yeah. Good job. And you holding the underlying the stock
Yeah.
itself, right?
Yeah, I got in on the underlying 1082. I'd have to look this up.
Okay. So you think 1082?
Yeah, that sounds about right. And it
1080.
closed today at 1519.
Yeah. Nice job. So 1082 right about here. It's at 15.
Yeah,
Good
I just
job.
got in very shortly after the buy signal.
Are you planning on scaling up, adding?
Yeah, I noticed today at the close that it just broke that resistance right there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I might add to my my position in the morning.
Yeah, I think we had talked about adding if it gets past that area there, you could add. So
Mhm.
see,
Yep.
um, I'm glad you mentioned it because absolutely you've got nice consolidation, right? You got a green, you see here the price isn't near support. It's right at hugging that resistance here, right? We got resistance here. So we need to break through. So I would say anywhere above probably it closed at 1519, so 1560, you might get a gap up. All right. But you look good to add. I think the um I think the weekly looked really good too.
Can you look at the 240, David?
The
I think
240.
yeah, I think it closed just slightly above resistance.
Okay, what's the symbol again?
OII.
OII. All right, we'll bring it in. And I want to take a look at the weekly too. And your call should do really well. Let's see here. Uh, 240 is here. I think you're fine on the 240. Oh yeah, look at that 240.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that 240. And that's been in since 1019. So 1019, it's been holding that buy signal on the 240. But I wouldn't watch the 240 bill. I would
Oh, is that
keep it
right?
on. Yeah, I wouldn't watch the 240. Um, you might watch it for your options, but not for the underlying.
Okay.
Let's see here. All right. Yeah, the daily. I mean, you have. This is where you need to focus on. Keep it on the daily. Um, with the way the market is trading, right? What sector is this? You know,
Yeah, this is energy.
energy.
Which one I bought, it was the only one that was trending up.
Yeah, yeah, that's been a while. Yeah. Let's take a look at energy here. Yeah, I know energy hasn't been doing great, but here it is. It's holding. Look at energy here. Look at that. Look at that. So yeah, you should be good. I want to take a look at, and then I'll let you guys go for the evening. I want to take a look at the weekly. I think the weekly, if I remember, looked really good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here's the weekly here. So you have a lot of upside. I mean, it still hasn't broken out here. So 16.
Yeah, I think last time we reviewed it was the 16 was the magic number.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 16, 90, 70, 17 about here. If you can break 17, 16, 1680, 1690, 17, you're good. You've got some resistance here. And what number is that? That's at 27. So if you this is a nice trade, Bill. If you can break through, which the price action looks really good to get to 17 and then possibly 27, and you got it at 10. So not bad. And your options will do really well. And your options expire December.
Yeah, the 16th. So I'm getting down that stretch there where it's starting to lose its intrinsic value. And I got I there was a little bit of a bump this afternoon, so I held them for another day.
Okay. Yeah. I would say for your options, watch the 240.
Okay.
That's why you mentioned the 240, huh?
Yeah, that's why I leave the 240 open. I'm not worried too much about the underlying. I think that's and according to the RSI, that still looks pretty good. It's the options that I want to make sure that I don't hold those too long.
Yeah. And you got some on the 240, you've got some, see right here? See what you've got right here? All right. So I would be concerned with the options. You might get one big push like this here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one big push on the 240 because they're watching, traders will be watching this area right here. Okay, so yeah, keep the 240 up. All right, and start looking um to close those, but don't do it too early because if we get, we were up over 700 points, right? It's Wednesday. We could have a big day. We could have a big day tomorrow, big day Friday. All right. And then Monday we might pull back a bit. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I would, yeah, wait to see how things happen, the next couple of days. And because you've traded the options, you've taken profits already, right? On the options.
Yeah, and I had 3 other contracts. I had 5 total. Well, this is my second time buying in, and I might sell these out and then buy a few more, especially if I decide to scale up.
Yeah. Yeah, just be careful. Don't get too greedy. All right. Yeah, because you might get a pullback here, right? On the
Right.
240 now. The daily looks fine, but on the 240, you might, yeah. So watch this. Watch this. And it's extended. Let's put it an RSI just to see if it's oversold, overbought here. Hold on. I'm sure it is. All right. Just to see. Oh, Bill, it's screaming overbought.
Well, it bounced back down. Where that gap, it gapped up there. Yeah, it was over, and then it started to come back down here later. Like in the last
Yeah.
week, it's trending more toward the middle.
Yeah, so it's right here. So you might have another leg up. Okay, so it was overbought. It was overbought here, all in here. So
That's when
that's
I got in the party.
here, all in here. So but it's here, it's pushing up. So right, so you're good right now. This was a concern, but it held. Right. That's why we just can't go on RSI, you know.
Right.
So it's holding. But yeah, just keep an eye on it. But look to, I wouldn't, because those options will erode quickly. So
Yeah,
any big pullback like this, any big pullback, right?
it'll be all over.
Yeah, you might lose those. So all right, good job. Corlis, good job. I'm so proud of you, Corlis. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good evening, guys, tomorrow. Okay. Take care.
Thanks,
Thank
David.
you. Good night.
Bye bye, guys.
Take care. Thanks, David.
You're welcome, guys. Take care. Bye bye.